Can fish drown? It is a common misconception that they can't. Fish use oxygen just like humans and air-breathing animals do, so when they don't have access to use oxygen, it's impossible for them to survive. Most people assume that fish are incapable of drowning because they live in water all their lives. But in reality, when their oxygen levels decrease too much due to lack of access or other factors, death can and will occur. Oxygen is the key to life as we know it. It helps us breathe, and gives off heat and light during photosynthesis in plants that can form food for animals. All organisms need oxygen molecules to survive. Oxygen binds with other elements such as carbon dioxide from our breath or hydrogen found near hydrothermal vents on ocean floors to make proteins and living cells. Without this process occurring, there would be no new proteins being made, which means old ones will start degrading at a faster rate. For fish especially, because they live underwater, having an ample amount of oxygen ensures their organs work correctly, so everything from their brain down to the liver functions smoothly without interruption. Similarities between the bodies of humans and fish run deep. Both have a heart that continually pumps oxygenated blood to various organs. For example, fish also have respiratory systems similar in function to those found on land-dwelling mammals like us, the difference lies only in how they breathe. While we use lungs filled with air, fish extract their necessary oxygen from the water through gills located near the head region. The surface differences aside, it is worth noting some striking similarities shared by human beings and our fin friends. Foremost among these are two things both species need equally: food and shelter. Fish are much more vulnerable to oxygen deprivation than humans. However, they still need a certain amount of it in order to survive, and there is actually no such thing as drowning. Fish can suffocate while submerged if the water cannot support their weight or provide enough air for them, but death by drowning does not occur due to swallowing too many gallons of water. Fish have an easier time getting oxygen because they're cold-blooded creatures, so don't use up energy on keeping themselves warm like we do when we're alive, except that this also affects how well fish handle lack of atmospheric pressure, also known as hypoxia. The gas exchange depends mostly on temperature difference between the tissue and environment, which means different species will tolerate varying temperatures. Fish have an efficient respiratory system that can extract oxygen from water better than the lungs of a human. However, they cannot breathe air like we do and are susceptible to suffocation in low oxygen environments when their gills stop functioning properly because the nitrogen level becomes too high for them to absorb it into their bloodstreams. Fish possess what is known as one of nature's most intelligent methods of respiration, physiological adaptation, breathing through gills, which extracts more oxygen out of the water than our own lung function does. This makes fish masters at aquatic survival. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to this channel and give us a thumbs up. It means a lot. Thanks for watching.